From the moment you arrive, Singapore feels different. Forget everything you think you know about an urban jungle, because Singapore is something else entirely. You expect noise, traffic, concrete, but here, nature isn't pushed aside. It's woven into the city's DNA. Gardens climb skyscrapers, waterfalls thunder inside malls, and parks stretch across rooftops and wrap around the skyline. If you're new here, we're Ruth and Martin, exploring as much of this beautiful planet as we can. And over the next couple days, we're diving into the world's most extraordinary urban jungle, where rainforest, steel, and glass grow side by side. This is Singapore. Sometimes you notice it in places you don't expect.
So here we are at the airport, but right at the airport is the Jewel.
So here's where you board, Terminal 1. And here we are at the Jewel. So the Jewel is like a mall attached to the airport, and it's a pretty spectacular mall. There's all your Western brands, Nike, Apple, Shake Shack. But the jewel of the Jewel is this. This is at the airport. There's cascading water everywhere. You get the scope. Look how big this is.
It's amazing because if you think about it, it's really so simple. It's just a fountain of water.
But it's at an airport,
Right.
surrounded by trees.
Sure. And a giant mall.
On all these walls, walking around, you have plants, live plants growing. They've really tried to bring the nature inside. What are all these?
I love it. There's just probably a flower arranging competition. Really pretty.
You can pretty much find anything here. You've got food, you got stores, you got services.
You can really shop till you drop. If you're into shopping, like this is a place that has everything.
And I'm sure you can find a brand new suitcase to fit all your new stuff.
Yes, you'll need that.
They've even got these little robot guys going around cleaning. He's got two little eyes. Oh, look at him blinking.
We made our way down to the base of the Jewel's vortex, and honestly, it felt less like an airport and more like the lobby to a rainforest planet.
You do get some spray standing here.
Standing underneath it, you actually feel the mist drifting down. It's impossible not to stop and stare.
You have all these seating areas around. You can sit up in the trees and look at the vortex, the water cascading down. It's a great place to come and spend a few hours if you've got some time in between your flight. The terminal's just connected right over there. There's a little train that goes through to get you from terminal to terminal. So real easy to come in here. This is kind of crazy when you can see all that rushing water,
Yeah.
but you can't hear it.
Yeah, it's quiet.
Above us, the Jewel stretches into an entire playground in the sky. Glass walkways, a hedge maze, even a bouncing net course suspended over the forest floor.
So if you go to the very top in here, there's a place called Canopy Park. Walk through, there's different bridges and nettings and I guess rainforesty type stuff. Let's go check it out.
I think from up here you can really get the scale and scope of the size of this place and just how many plants they must have put in here. Thousands. Between all the plants and the water, it's kind of humid in here. We got some fog. So you enter the canopy walk going over a glass bridge. Right or left?
Let's go straight.
Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Think I've got to get out.
That's a cheat. Ah, a dead end.
Here we go. I think I found the way.
That was weird. Okay, back up. I think it's. Oh yeah, it's motion controlled. Ready? We survived the hedge maze. We could have been here lost for days upon days, except for the signs that pointed the way out. This is the walking net. A little tough to get up. There we go. Picked a great day to wear a dress. So Ruth is not really loving this. She has vertigo, and being able to look down 2 levels is not great. But she's a trooper and is doing great. Just focus forward, eyes forward. All in all, how would you rate the walking net?
Well, it's not really my thing, but it could be fun. And I picked the wrong day to wear a dress because you're walking across the net right over escalators where everybody can look up.
Are we having fun yet?
I need some AC and a drink.
They have all types of plants, trees, and gardens here. And now we're in a little topiary garden where they've created all these animals out of plants. What's nice is they could have just easily made this another level of shops and stores and restaurants, but they put this park in.
Yeah, it's nice, a little bit different.
Of all the buildings in the world, the Marina Bay Sands might be the most instantly recognizable. A surfboard, a spaceship, a giant UFO balancing on 3 towers. Whatever it is, it's incredible up close. Most cities reclaim land to build more offices or apartments, but Singapore used this land for something entirely different: the gardens by the bay.
This is another one of those moments where you see something in pictures, photos, videos so many times, and then you see it in person, and it's just wow.
What I find fascinating is how these manufactured, man-made super trees blend in with the real trees. They feel like just like a natural extension.
They do, and you can see how intermixed they have all of the plants growing up. So all of these sky trees are not just decorative, they all have different purposes. One is an exhaust, the other one
Solar, I think.
solar.
Yeah, they serve. So they're all serving a purpose to sustain the gardens that are all around us. I love how they've really been able to take you out of the city in this park. You really don't feel like you are in the middle of the hustle and bustle of Singapore. Except you have the Marina Bay Sands just looming over us.
There are a lot of people here, but it's really quiet, thankfully. It's nice.
In Singapore, being indoors doesn't mean disconnecting from nature. It usually means just the opposite. The cloud forest feels like stepping into another world, a hidden mountain inside a giant greenhouse, in the middle of the city. It makes no sense, but it's incredible. Every path leads to another layer of forest. Orchids, ferns, suspended bridges, and rolling mist that move through the air like breath.
I've never seen a spiral leaf like that.
And then out of nowhere, we're in Jurassic Park.
You thought mosquitoes were bad now? Look at what they looked like back then.
That's a big bite.
Those will drink all your blood in like 2 seconds. Look out!
They blew away every garden we've ever seen
Every
because they have a
garden
T-Rex.
needs a T-Rex.
I think they've done a really good job of blending the Jurassic World type experience, but with all the beautiful natural plants and trees.
So many different kinds. I mean, sometimes you go into a garden and you see, okay, you've seen that before, you've seen this before. A lot of them I've seen here, but there's a lot I've never seen, and there's just so many different varieties.
Before the day slipped away, we made a quick stop at the Flower Dome, a calmer, brighter counterpart to the cloud forest. So already this feels so different.
I'm sure this is going to be really cool, but it'll be hard to top the other cloud forest.
The Flower Dome brings together plants from dry climates around the world. Olive trees, baobabs, succulents, all thriving under this enormous structure.
I love it. Looks kind of like the whole miniature setting here with the rock and all in the cracks. Crevices coming out of the tree stump.
How did they do that? I don't think trees look like that. A tree naturally grown into the shape of a dragon.
As the sun faded, we stepped back outside to watch one of Singapore's most magical moments.
So pick a spot, grab your cameras, and enjoy the show.
Day 2 began back at the Marina Bay Sands. Following the curve of the bay, you see how carefully Singapore blends old and new.
It's one of the most striking architectural cities we've ever seen.
Yes, the architecture is so diverse here. Buildings that look like all different sorts of things. You saw bug eyes over here. There's a building that looks like a UFO. You have a really old school kind of dome across the way. And then you have all of these super modern structures.
So our Grab driver was saying that there's a real focus on balance when they're doing reconstruction and new construction, that for all the trees they remove on a building site, they have to plant an equal amount or more. So that's why this city is really well thought out when it comes to green spaces.
The flowers are pretty.
Yeah, I love all the water lilies. I'm not sure what these tiny little white flowers are. All like fuzzy something.
I think that's their technical term, fuzzy something.
To really understand Singapore's skyline, you have to see it from above. Incredible view.
Beautiful. Now that's an infinity edge pool.
That's pretty impressive.
You can really see up here all of the patches of green and trees and parks. It makes sense that it keeps the city cooler.
Look at all the ships out there.
There's so many cargo ships. It just goes on and on.
Back at ground level, we crossed to the other side for the classic postcard view. We have to go have a drink up there.
Yes, we do. That would be so nice.
All right, what do you see? I see a surfboard.
I think it looks like a boat. So from this angle, I clearly see it's a boat, not a surfboard.
Okay, I can see the boat.
Guess what I found?
Hi.
A brewery.
It's calling our name.
We finished the morning with cold beer, char-grilled satay, and a view that we couldn't stop staring at. As the heat climbed, we swapped the Skyline for something more relaxed, Sentosa. A very different kind of man-made creation, shaped for leisure rather than spectacle.
Does Singapore have beaches? Yes, they do. They've actually man-made 3 or so beaches here on Sentosa Island. And while, yeah, they're man-made, I appreciate the fact that they've created these areas of nature for people to enjoy. But just beyond all the inflatable fun stuff over there, all the cargo ships and the oil tankers coming into the port. But with that said, on a hot day like today, and it's always, I think, hot here in Singapore, there's nothing like a cool dip in the ocean. And this beach is perfect.
The last couple of days were all about Singapore's designed green spaces. This morning, we wanted to see the real natural side.
Not sure why I didn't think about that there'd be wild boars that we'd have to be careful of.
Or monkeys.
Or monkeys. The monkeys I kind of figured, but boars?
We're off.
We're off. So just 20 minutes outside of the city is a set of hiking trails at Windsor Nature Park. And so we've come up here to go for an early morning hike. It's like walking through a rainforest. And it's raining.
It's actually really nice that it's cloudy, keeps the temperature down.
I mean, you would never know you're in a massive metropolis. And we're just 15 minutes out of the city. It's always fun coming to a new nature park in a different country and seeing all the different types of plants and trees, things that you think you've seen before but I've never seen palm trees with spikes on them. That's crazy. There is water everywhere. The trail goes off into the wetlands here, but apparently this area can flood. And there are warning signs about what to do in case you come to a flooded area, which basically means don't try and go ahead, just go back. Don't try and cross.
Monkeys right up here.
There's a monkey right in there. There's one right in that palm right there. The forest here is so dense. You can see about 10 feet, 15 feet in either direction, and it's just like a wall of green. So it's constantly a little rain or mist coming down on us, but that's okay, it's keeping it cooler. One of the reasons why we also got up early was to try and beat the heat. But it does make the ground a little slippery, but it brings the smells out of the rainforest. Really, really good. All right.
Here we go.
So the highlight of this hike is the treetop walk, suspension bridge over the forest. It doesn't disappoint.
This is super cool up here.
Worth the hike.
It is worth the hike.
It's steamy in here. I think I got steam coming off me.
You do. I'm not sure if I think the camera's picking it up, but it's crazy looking.
The sun has started to come out and it's getting hotter. Whew. Let's go finish the hike.
After the hike, we headed into Chinatown. It's busy and full of life, and it's a good reminder that Singapore doesn't just protect its green spaces, it keeps its heritage right in the middle of all that modern steel and glass.
Shutters are so pretty.
They are very pretty. There's all different colors all up and down the street.
And right in the center of it all is Maxwell Hawker Center, where we stopped to try the local favorite chicken rice.
What do we got?
Chicken rice. One thing that you need to eat when you're in Singapore, and you haven't had it yet.
And there are two famous stands, Tian Tian and Ate down here. And we went to Ate, who used to cook for Tian Tian, and so there's a little bit of a rivalry. So we'll see if it lives up to the expectation.
Let's try the chicken. Very flavorful. Soft, moist, yummy.
I'm seeing lime juice everywhere, so I had to try it. It's very sweet. About what I thought it was going to be. Lime flavor. There's also a lot of sugar, I think, in here.
That evening, and with the Skyline as our backdrop, we returned to the Marina Bay Sands for the Spectra Light Show. Earlier in the trip, we said we needed to come back up here for drinks, so that's how we're ending the night. From up here, and after 3 days of seeing Singapore up close, what stands out to us is the balance. Big architecture right next to real green space, modern districts besides older streets, and forest rising not far from the skyline. And indoors or out, nature is always built into the experience. That's what matters here, the way everything connects. It's the urban jungle done with intention, a true city in a garden. Thanks for watching, and here's to more travels.